Hello, everyone. Come on in. If you're here now, you're catching the replay. This is going to be fun. This was my first attempt at doing a cardboard box, and so we're gonna try it again tonight, so I can share with you what I have been up to. I want to get some pink on here. Come on in. Come on in. Who is here? Come on in. Say hi. I can't wait to do this with you guys. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Denise. Hey, Robin. Come on in. Guys, I just made this cardboard box. And I changed it since you saw the picture. I put some pink on it to tie in with the rhinestones. But I was inspired by something, and I was like, I want to see, like, if I can do this. So I did it kind of quick, and it is not perfect by any means. Hey, Laura. Laura is here from YouTube. I got Robin, Nikki, and Denise from Facebook. Come in wherever you're comfortable, folks. So, yeah. So this is the box. And I have to tell you, this was regular cardboard. Like, I can still move it, but this thing is solid. This thing is really, really solid. And then this is the top I made for it. Hi, Jackie. I'm happy you're here to watch me live too. All right. Look at Laura hitting up both channels. All right. So, guys, this is going to be part one because this takes time. Even though, but I want to show you the basics of it, and then you can perfect it however you want. I mean, I'm not saying what I did was perfect by any means. Jackie's here saying hi to everybody. Okay. So I already did this part because it takes a long time to do. So there's a couple things. One is all right. Okay, guys. So when you go to Sam's Club or Costco, when you are leaving, they have a bin of boxes at the exit. At least mine does. That's all I'm saying. Mine does. Where you can pick up like heavy duty boxes. And that's what I'm going to do this one with, except for one thing. But the box I just showed you here, this literally was made out of an Amazon box. Just the 4 flaps on the top. I didn't even have to touch the bottom. And it's big. It's a good 5 inches. I mean, and 6 with all the rhinestones and stuff. Okay. So, what? Hi, Barb. Hi, Tina. I don't know why that happens, Tina. Okay. We're all here. Doesn't matter. All right. So the bins at the end of and I get my groceries delivered, and I had a delivery box. So this time I decided to take the thicker board and cut that. And the last time I used scissors, and some of my, this isn't going to be perfect, but some of my corner, it was a little hard with scissors. So I ended up using my utility blade. And it went right through like butter. I just had to mark the sizes. So let me tell you what size, let me put that away. It's so dangerous for me. All right, let me tell you what I did. Okay. So I chose this 1, 2, 3, 4.5-inch square that I have as a cutter. Now you can measure out whatever size you want your box to be. I was like, I'm just going to trace this. It's a perfect square. Okay, cool, Nikki. I could tell you were this morning. I'm like, well, I was thinking about doing it on a live, but I didn't know if anybody would be interested. So I'm glad you are. So I cut these out as best I could to match this shape. And then I have the larger one that we're going to use for the top and bottom that I cut out. And I did the inside of the larger one, not the outside. Because on my last box, one of the lessons I learned was I left too much of a gap in here, and I want a smaller gap for the lid to go on. You know what I'm saying? So that is that. Okay. So these are the biggies. And then I did a thin piece of Amazon for this. So, okay, so here's where we're going to start. We're actually going to start with the top. And I'm going to hot glue just a square. Hold on, I had to push down my hot glue. We're just going to hot glue on a square here. Okay. And we'll get it as centered as we can. It is not perfect. I mean, look, it's not, but it'll be okay. So we have that glued down. And this is going to be on our top. And actually, hold it. You can choose any handle you want. I have these like they're 1.5-inch balls. Like I can't even use them for feet on anything. But we're not going to put it on yet. And I also have, hold on, I have a handle that I just saw. I think this is too much to be putting on cardboard. Yeah. Isn't that pretty though? Don't you love it? I need to use it on one of my other boxes. But it's too much for this one. Okay, so we'll probably stick with this. Or if you want, you could grab something like this and use this as a handle on the top. Up to you. Just something to think about. But yeah, so while this is drying, I'm gonna set it aside. Now, this is gonna be the bottom. You know, it's okay if you help yourself along. Okay, I'm marking it because I know how I pick up the wrong things when I'm talking and looking at you guys. So the size of this one, I cut these out at 4.5 inches. Okay, the last one I did was more towards 5. So there's a couple different ways you can do this because a lot of people like to use tape to do this. I'm going to use hot glue. That's what I did last time. If it doesn't work, I'll get the tape out. But I want to start That's kind of how your layout goes. But I'm going to start, I'm just going to start with an edge and put hot glue down here. It's sticking to my table, y'all. God bless it. Yeah, this happened before too. Hold on. First side's a bugger, the second side's a bugger. So what we're doing is matching up the panels as best we can to make a cube. Oh, I forgot to do down here. Darn it. Ouch. I did it different last time. I should have stuck to my guns. Hold on. See if I can still get this to stick. Lots of snot. It is very heavy and sturdy. The top for this box and the bottom are going to be 4 and 3/4. So 1/4 inch bigger. Just a 1/4 inch to hang off. Okay. Oh, this one might need to be on the inside. Hold on. This is where I screwed up last time, you guys. No, I think I'm okay. All right, we have a situation where this one side good Lord. I can tell I never use this thing. So one side is sticking up too much, so I need to cut some of it away. And then we have to redo this. Don't worry if anything rips. Don't worry about it. I know it's cardboard. That's going to happen. Let's try this again. Let me get some more glue in here. Sorry if you can hear my dogs, but my hubby might be home from work. I already had him all out, but they're going to make him think that I haven't let him out all day. I'm telling you. They get their way, whatever they want. Okay, here we go. This is much better. It's always that fourth side, though. You're like, oh my gosh, are you going to work with me or not? But again, you can put tape over the side too. I would just use masking tape if you want. I didn't do that on my last one, so I'm not going to do it here. But I've watched a lot of YouTube videos too, and they always tend to use tape. So, all right, let's see if this, oh, that's the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm one short. The bottom. I'm one short, you guys. I don't think I have a poopy. Because I used a thin one in the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know why. I wanted the bottom to be separate. Guys, it's real life here. Okay? It just is. We're fine. We're fine. We're going to glue it over here because I'm an idiot. All right. You'll never know. Now, here's the thing. Let me tear some of that off. I think this has to go like this. On a side. I mean, you can cut them as best you can, but the odds are they're not going to match up 100%. I mean, I'm sure they would if you took more time than I did. So we're going to glue these ends. This is going to need a lot because this is where it goes inside of the lip. So I have to do a double or triple dose here. And then I have this one, which is the same situation. Just don't worry if you get messy. Just don't worry about it. It's alive. It sure is. Hi, Elaine. Okay, so I have my box kind of like it probably could be better. I think this is supposed to go inside of here. This is why people tape things, and I take the long approach around it. Guessing. Uh-oh. Here we go. That's much better. Okay, so everybody's sticking to me and not to each other. Okay, so you have your basic frame for your box, right? Maybe I do need to put some tape on here, you guys. Just because I didn't need it last time doesn't mean I don't need it this time. Hold on. Let me grab something. We have a whole bunch of different kind of tapes, but I'm just going to go for my painter's tape right now. It's so funny. You can do something one way one time, and then the next time it's like, screw you, lady. I'm not going to do it this time because you're on a live with everybody. You know? I said, okay. Whatever, Your Majesty. Then I like to go around, and if something isn't even, then I like to trim it up. Because it will make a difference when you put your top and bottom on. So you want everything as even as possible. Now, I cut these even, but I didn't obviously glue them even. It is live. Okay, so then we have the bottom, right? So what we're going to do, hold on. I already taped this. Yeah, we need to get some reinforcements on here, sisters. All right, so we are going to hot glue the bottom on. This is how easy this is, you guys. And I didn't mess up last time, but I'm messing up just for you this time. But you got to work quick if you're using hot glue, right? Because it's just going to dry before you get there. Okay, don't worry about anything running over. I did, ouch, that hurt. I did cut this a little intentionally larger than the bottom, but it actually is working out pretty darn good here. So I think we'll be able to cover that up. So that's how that's looking. Let's get this off of my hand where I just burnt myself. Stick your hand in hot glue is not advised. Just saying. I think I might need some more tape here. Okay, so then you're like, well, how do you paint it and now nothing's going to go wrong? Well, oh, and then, okay, and then we have the lid. Okay. So, you guys, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to unplug my glue gun. Now, this is new. I did not do this last time. So we're going to do this together this time. Hold on. Okay. I'm taking tissue paper. This is the tissue paper I do my jelly prints with. That's wet safe. But that's what I have. Oh God, it's the Mod Podge again, you guys. I want to get this open. I don't want to use my gel medium, but I guess I can. Oh, here it goes. Okay. Now, I want to use, oh, my brush is busy. My brush I usually use. Hold on, I got one right here. I want to use a big brush for this. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to just start layering on Mod Podge or your medium or whatever you use. I'm using Mod Podge tonight. Okay. And we're going to start covering this. So I'm going to start tearing this paper. Sorry if that was obnoxious. I'm not going to do tiny little strips because I don't think there's a need for that. But you go over this, and I've seen people use napkins. They use napkins. They use, I've seen people use toilet paper on these. But I'm just going to use the tissue paper just to give it a quick, coverage. And it'll help glue everything down. It can be wrinkled. It's no big whoop. That just adds to the character and the organicness, right, Laura? Okay. Guys, this isn't going to be the fun part. I mean, I'm going to have several parts to this. I'm hoping there's only 2, but there might be 3. But Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I mean? I'm going to wrap over what I have here. These bigger brushes are so handy when you're doing something like this. And baby wipes on standby are also a good idea. But I had all 4 sides covered up. I was like, what happened here? All right. So then I'm going to have to dry this, you guys. Okay. And it just fell off the back of my thing next to me. I'll have to excuse myself here and go get it. You can also just use Elmer's glue with water for this. You don't need anything fancy by any means. But if you have a different medium, go ahead and use it. I could have. I don't know. I just was feeling the Mod Podge again tonight. We're almost there. It looks like we've done nothing because it's so transparent, but believe me, this glue is going to wrap around everything that we just did and make it a little more. I'm going to put a second piece down here. It's going to glue it all together. It's like literally a Band-Aid that's going to keep everything together. And then once it's glued and once everything dries, it's going to be so solid. I can't believe just out of a regular Amazon box what I got for the one I just showed you guys. Like, I'm in shock how sturdy that thing is. Now I'm just going to use it to store. I think I'm going to use it to store my Inca Golds. I was thinking, I'm not 100%, but that's kind of what I was thinking. All right, we're almost done. Let me get the last pieces on here. I'm not too really worried about the inside, you guys. I'm letting them go over the top, but I'm not like needing the top to be done. I missed one spot here. Well, I didn't miss it. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. All right. And again, I did not do this last time, so uncharted territory. Oh, here, we need to finish the bottom, I guess. I don't want to leave out some. It just can overlap itself. You guys think this is going to work okay? I have no idea. Figuring this out together. So now I have to blow dry it. So we all ready to watch me blow dry? Do you need to go take a break or something? Because now might be the time. Let me wipe off my hand. But yeah, we got everything. Just any last minute sticklers. My poor desk. All right, here we go. We're going to dry her. There's a dog here. Gotta love it. I think it will, Tina. But I know you can use napkins as well. This is just the wet safe tissue paper because that's what I have. So I'm not sure 100%. Oh, this drying fast. Got one little misfit side here, but you'll have that. I think you can use any kind of paper on here. Could probably use cheap printer paper too if you wanted. You just need to get it covered. And I don't know. I didn't do it on my last one at all. But this one wasn't sticking together as well as my last one. And I guess you got to flex each project for what's happening when you're working on it. Like there's no prediction of exactly how to do something. So you guys may take what I'm doing here and be like, that didn't work for me. Well, do what works for you. I'm just setting up the foundation for you. You know what I mean, guys? Sorry, I just have to do this drying step. This is the part of part one. If I was filming this, I would fast forward all of this, obviously. I almost thought about just doing a tutorial on this, but then so many people were interested in it. I'm like, okay, I'll make that I had something else planned for tonight, but I'm like, okay, this will be our live for tonight. It's getting there. I got a lot of glue right here, so it's taking longer. All right. Um, the only thing I'm going to say is I didn't glue down my insides that well. So you're going to have to bear with me while I do that. These are okay. This one's sticking up. I don't want them sticking up, guys. So I'm going to have to dry the inside of this really quick here. Okay. Sorry. But I want to do it right. Okay, that can air dry. All right, so we basically have our box done. And then you can also do that on the top. I'm not going to. But yeah, we have this little lid because we did the smaller size on top of the bigger size. So that'll be really cute. So as ugly as this is, it might even get worse. So here's what I have to decide. Do you guys want me to do the modeling paste like I did on my other one? Do you want to see this effect, or do you want me to decoupage this with something? Because we can do this effect again, which I'm totally fine with. Anybody there? Anybody care? Anybody there? Anybody care? But I'm happy with doing this again. It's just not very pretty to look at until you get done with it. But that might be the case with anything we do. I'm not going to do the bottom. Robin, hi. Modeling paste, Denise. Bye, Jackie. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. So I'm peeling, literally, I'm peeling Mod Podge off of my fingers. like if you get a sunburn and your skin peels. Okay. So let me grab my stencils that I put away. I think I want to use the same stencils as I did last time because I'm in love with them and I only got to use them once. This is a set from Temu, so I can't give you a link to it. But they're really cute. They have a lot of different things in here. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 by 4.5 by 9.5. So it's a pretty decent size. So I like this one with the script. And then I also have, it's actually a peacock, but I like this end of it. So this side is harder to do. You can only do a couple sides at once. This is where we're going to run. Okay. Where did I put my modeling paste? Hold on. I put it away. That's why I couldn't find it. This is on my Amazon list, and I just put it on there today. If you hit ! Amazon, if you are on Facebook, my chat box will come up and send you right to my Amazon list. If you go to my Facebook page, private group, it's posted under the featured tab. But get whatever modeling paste you want. All right. I love this stuff so much. The outcome of this is so, it's just so pretty. So I have this little tool here, and I'm going to just spread it over my stencil. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's coming up. This is what happens because the stencil's too big for this piece. But trust me, it'll be okay. And I like to use the back side of this spatula. Yeah, that just went underneath. It's okay. The one thing I love about doing this is how it just always comes out looking so nice, even if you mess up. I mean, it's so forgiving, and it's very easy to clean. All right, so there's that, and that's texture, guys. That's all texture. And then I'm going to do, I'm going to have to wash these. I'm going to do this side with this one. This one will be a little bit easier because it's more to the size of what I'm putting down. But yeah, modeling paste, guys, buy whatever you want. I just put the link to the one that I'm using tonight, so you knew exactly what I was using. And I actually like it. It's a cheaper brand, but you get a lot. This is like 16 ounces, and it saves. I don't use this all the time. And it's held up really well, just sitting there waiting for me to come back and get it, you know. All right, so that's that side. Hi, Debbie Rice. Thanks, Nikki. I think it is too. Yeah, so just modeling paste. Modeling paste to gunk up your fingers and glue. We get messy around here. You guys know that. All right, so here's the dealio. I guess I could do, before I put this away, I should do the top. Now, the last time I did this, I did the inside of the top because I didn't realize I was upside down. But then I was like, I'm really happy I made that mistake because it gave me a chance to practice some of my techniques, which is much easier to do on the inside of the lid than it is on the outside if you aren't sure what you're doing, and then the whole world sees it. All right, so that's the top. That's what it looks like. I love it. God, I love this stuff. I'm not going to do the bottom, but the bottom will get painted. If I can get this back on. Hold on. I only have so much room. I got to put this away. All right. So typically the next step that I like to do is run right to the utility sink and wash those off. But the nice thing about modeling paste is it is very forgiving. So I can sit here, and if it dries, I'll just get it wet and it'll come right off. So, of my stencils. Oh, I forgot to put, hold on. After all that, this has a little lid to keep it moist in here. And I forgot to put that on. Okay. All right. Look at my desk. How awful. So I don't know. I know we haven't been on long, guys, but I'm really feeling like here's what I'm thinking I have to do. I'm thinking I have to stop because this has to dry. And this is what I was afraid of. And I knew I was only going to get through part 1 tonight. Okay? Because I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen here. But that is your basic for how to make the box. And also, you can take a heat gun to this or a hair dryer. And it'll help. It definitely will speed up the process, but not enough that we can get through this while I'm on my live. I like to go a little deeper sometimes too because I get a better impression. So, yeah, the stencils are from Temu. And I don't have a link to them. It was a peacock stencil, and I don't know what the other ones were. I just was browsing stencils on Temu. And they were probably one of the ones that was like, for the next 30 minutes, this is 500% off. And that's probably where I got them from. So I'm sorry I don't have those on my list with Amazon. I looked, they don't have anything close to it. Sometimes Temu and Amazon have the same stuff, you guys. But they didn't tonight. So what I think is this box needs to chill out. And then I'm going to do the other 2 sides and come back maybe tomorrow, but most likely Friday. And we'll finish it. Does that sound like a plan, Stan? But that's the basics of how you make a cardboard box. I know it looks so messy. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. So, gosh, we were only like 45 minutes tonight. I already showed you the box I did. Do you guys want to see something? I was showing somebody earlier this. Hold on. I think our next mosaic project is going to be this that I got for $8. Now, this is rusted, but it's iron. And it's inside of this big frame. And this is the back. Look how rusty that is. So that needs some serious help. But it's totally screwed in and it's totally solid. And there's already hangers on the back. So I thought I could tile this. I could take care of the center with painting it. And I would use a Rust-Oleum so that it would get rid of the rust and all that. I don't know. It's very solid. It was $8 and I got it a long time ago. And I don't really care for, like, I get what they did. I totally get what they did with roughing it up. But I would want this to all be black and then tile over it and leave this in the center. What do you guys think of that? If you could even tell. Guys, I always try to get some of my paste off of the side. Thank you, Laura. I think it's an awesome idea too. All right, so I'm gonna let these dry, and then tomorrow I'll do the other sides, let those dry, and then when we come back, and I'm gonna do every other side. So I'll do this on this side, and I'll do this on this side. But this is a very solid box so far. I just wish I was a better cutter and everything would line up a little better. I suppose I could always put something like maybe clay around the outside of the top to give it some more substance, but I don't know. Not there yet. So, with that, you guys, I know I wasn't on long, but I wanted to get this started with you. Okay. But this is going to be a process, so we're going to have 2 or 3 parts to it. I'm hoping only 2. It might be 2, but it's going to be a lot of heat drying the paint once we paint it before we can put stuff on. But this is such a simple, easy project. I want you guys to try it because I just love it so much. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys go for tonight. And then I'll be back. I'm not sure about tomorrow, but definitely Friday. And we're going to pick up and we're going to finish this. All right, guys? You have a wonderful evening. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.